this is Jeremy here at Box Coffee. Thanks so much for joining me today. Before we get started on what our concoction over here is, I wanted to take a moment to thank all of our Kickstarter backers. You guys are awesome. We're doing so great. We have 2 weeks left and we hope to raise as much as we can and get started as soon as the project is over. So anyway, on to today. What we're going to be doing is making Norwegian egg coffee. Now, maybe something you've never heard of before, but Norwegian egg coffee is something that's been around for a very, very long time, obviously from Scandinavia. The real benefit of Norwegian coffee is the fact that it really takes the bitterness out of your brew. So let's talk about what we have here today. So we have a handy stove top right over here, which we're going to need. And then we have 1 egg that you're going to need. And then we have 1 cup of water. And then we have another 2 1/4 cups of water. So you're going to see what that is for in a little bit. Now, of course, the main ingredient and my favorite 100% kind of coffee. Sorry, I had to plug it in there. But the other things that you are going to need as well is a strainer. We're going to need a scoop here for our coffee, and you're going to need a good old fork. So, you ready? Let's get started. So to start off with, what we're going to do is grind up some coffee. So let's get cracking right over here. Now with this one, you're going to have to do it medium coarse. Remember, the longer that your coffee is in water, the coarser your grind has to be on your ground. So we're going to grind up about 3 tablespoons here. I think that is enough. Alright. So next what we're going to do is take off this guy over here. Check out our grounds. They look pretty lovely. And then we've got a ramekin over here. So what we're going to do, you need 3 tablespoons of this coffee. So this scoop, again, my handy favorite scoop over here is 2 tablespoons. So we're going to do 2 1/2 of this guy. And we're going to put it in here. So let's put that away. So coffee. Now this is the egg part, right? You're waiting for the egg part. Now the egg actually goes right into the coffee right now. So let's crack this guy open. And in there. And as you can hopefully see, we have our egg in there. Now, what we're going to do with this is now we're going to whisk it up. So we're going to whisk up the coffee and the egg together. A little bit of a different concept, right? But trust me, it's going to be worth it. And you're going to whisk it up until it looks a little bit like a slurry, I guess, is the best way to describe it. So I'm whisking that guy up over here. You can see that, looking at eggy and coffee, I guess you could call it. A little bit like a chocolate cake, really, just with coffee instead. So let's get that whisked up. Alright, so as you see now, we have our slurry there, our coffee and our egg mix over there. So we're going to set that aside for just a second while we pour in a tiny little bit of water. So you want about a 1/4 cup of water, just to loosen it up a little bit. And there you go. So let's set that to the side. Now what we're going to do next is turn on our stove here. So what we're going to do is, we've got that going on right now. And on our stovetop, what we're going to do is add the 2 cups of water onto the stove. So now our water is boiling, so let's turn that a little bit, because you remember, coffee doesn't like to be too hot now. So that is perfect. So now what we're going to do is grab our coffee slurry. Sorry, turn that a little bit up. And then we're going to pour that into our water here. let's just turn this back up a little bit. And as you can see there, what's really interesting about here, and this is the really cool thing about it, you see how the egg is actually compounding all the coffee together and actually clumping it together, so it's separating the coffee from the actual water, which pretty ingenious if you ask me. So now that we have it in the water, we're going to let this guy go on for about 2 minutes. Alright, welcome back. So we've let it cool for about 1 minute now, and now we're ready to strain it, and then we're going to taste it. So we're going to need our jug right over here, and then we're going to need our decanter as well, so let's get that guy over there. So pretty easy, we're just going to pour this guy into the jug. A little bit of spillage, no problem at all. And then just feed it through the strainer so we get as little egg pieces in it. Yummy. So if you wanted to look at it before I strain the last bit, is that it's very much an amber color. It's almost like the consistency of beer or a dark tea. So it's very, very pure in that sense. So pretty awesome, right? Let's get the rest of it into the jug. One of that egg piece there. So that is what's left over there. So don't eat that. That's a bit nasty. So let's put that down there and just strain the rest of it here. Okay, brilliant. So we can get rid of that guy right now. Again, give it a little twirl. You see that? Amber golden coffee. So let's pour it out. As we like to do, give it a bit of a sniff. So definitely an egg note, as expected, but almost like a honey nut kind of smell to it as well. So it's pretty awesome in that sense. Now let's give it a taste. Amazing. It's very pure in taste. No bitterness whatsoever. It's not as strong as regular coffee. It's got much more of an undertone of it, but it's a nice, relaxing summertime type drink that you can really, really enjoy. So cheers to that, everyone. So there you have it, Norwegian Egg Coffee made in Honolulu, Hawaii. So probably couldn't get any further from there, but tastes just as good. Remember, we are still running our Kickstarter campaign, so please, please, please tell all your friends about it. Share with other people as well that we're doing this. We are also on the web at konabox.com or facebook.com/konabox. Till next time, guys, enjoy your egg coffee.